Well, this building holds just north of 80,000, and they have come out in very good numbers today at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. They love their football in this part of the country, and this crowd is ready to go as their guys will match up with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. Time for a much-needed and much-welcome diversion. The NFL is back. Here we go, Week 1. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. This is Jackson on the quick throw from Wentz. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. 30, 10, touchdown, Philadelphia. Deshaun Jackson scoring a touchdown against his former mates. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. We thought they may be a quick strike offense this season. That is lightning quick. Not bad for the first drive of the year.
That has to actually exceed expectations, doesn't it? Because most teams want to be a quick strike offense. They want to score as quickly as possible and run a defense into submission. What they have to understand is, while they got it done there, way to go. Don't get discouraged if you have to run a few more plays on your next drive.
Taken in the end zone. And Gibson decides against bringing it out. Haskins and the Washington offense going to come up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They run with Adrian Peterson, the second active leading rusher in the NFL. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Looking to throw, Haskins. That's complete to his tight end, Sprinkle.
I'm going to show you, man.
So a pretty early first quarter roughing the passer penalty.
Seems like the officials are going to let everyone know they're taking charge of this game. They're always going to protect the quarterback.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Now Haskins to throw it. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 13 yards there and a Washington first.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that'll open things up for you on the outside as well.
That's where the big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Haskins on 1st down. Flush to his right. This will be caught just inside the 10. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, it has to be pinpoint here.
So I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. They'll run for it with Peterson. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Wentz on the give to Sanders. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. Working from the gun, Wentz. And that will be incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense?
This is fielded at the 27. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there. And he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
Just like that. 52's the mark, boy. 52.
On 2nd and 9, Haskins escaping the pressure right. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up 3rd down.
I'm not sure it made a difference on that play, but one thing to keep in mind, here in the early part of the year during a day game, the sun does play a factor on deep balls.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Haskins out of the gun. And got his man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Excellent play there on third down. Give them 25 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On play action, Haskins. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
Here's the Pro Bowl punter, Tress Way, on to punt for Washington, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. On the return, Jackson. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Now a 2nd down and 6. They'll run with Sanders. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. These two teams all tied after one. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now they'll throw it. Wentz. He'll hit Jackson, complete. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. For Deshaun Jackson, that's number 600, his 600th catch in his career.
Oh, boy, is he explosive. Always has been, always will be as a receiver. And it's not just running past people downfield. It's catching the short passes underneath, the bubble screens. Just get the ball in his hands, and a big play awaits.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wentz got an open man. It's Scott. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line.
37 yards. 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 37 yards.
Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
And he connects with Ertz. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. 38-yard line. Excellent play there on third down. Give them 25 yards. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Hurts fumbles it, and it's Washington that scoops it up. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. And that one coming on his opening carry of the season. Do you give him a mulligan?
You would like to, but this game counts. If this were preseason, he'd get a mulligan. But this is for real, so not expecting that at all. Got to find a way to take care of it. I'm sure he'll get other opportunities.
Haskins and the Washington offense going to come up here 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Haskins. Finding his target, it's Cody Latimer. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
The intended receiver was Thaddeus Moss. And it's 2nd down. They go play action now. Haskins. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing again, here's Haskins. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Here's Tressway now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they got across the 50 last time but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they've got to feel pretty good about. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense, they affect your overall team because now your defense has to make that stand up.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. There's Jalen Reagor, his first NFL catch. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
You go back to the second round of the draft, and when Jalen Hurts' name was called, a lot of Philadelphia fans weren't extremely happy about it. But when you see his ability, he can be mobile and make plays out of the pocket, but he's got a much better arm and much more accurate than what people think. Remember, he was raised by his father in the game of football. His dad was his high school coach. This kid is a true gym rat, and he's going to get better every time out.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. On 2nd and 9, Wentz. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke, and he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And last time, decent field position through the pick-6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. 4-7. Let's go, defense.
From the gun, it's Haskins. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. To throw again on 2nd down. Haskins. Throw left side, complete to Moss. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 22 yards there, a first down. Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
I got you. Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check Mike 21. Get that quarterback at all costs. Hey, check Mike 21. Back in 60. Over. Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check Mike 21.
From the gun, Haskins. That one slant to McLaurin. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Second and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Now Haskins. That'll be caught over the middle by Moss. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 13-yard line. 16 yards, a first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. From the 4, this is 2nd down and 1.
Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52. You can't block me. You can't block me. Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52. I got one.
Again, it's Haskins. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, as the first half is winding down. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Let's go. Come on.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 27 yards there, a first down.
Bring it, baby, bring it.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Sanders. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They're down here, but Very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Haskins.
When you're running the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Haskins going to throw again. Man open, it's Moss complete. And he has another first down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 30. Over 100 yards receiving for him now in the opener, and it's a first down. On first down, it's Haskins. Here's a screen to Powell. And he'll go down at the 28.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big gain.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's a give to Peterson. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. And this is caught at the 8. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. On is Hopkins now for the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing. Caught by the tight end, Ertz. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
And this is going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener.
47 to Mike, boy, 47. Check, 47.
Operating from the gun, Haskins buying time to his left. He'll try and run it. Haskins not the most mobile of quarterbacks, but delivering there on the scramble to pick up the first.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Watch the screen, watch the screen.
From the gun, Haskins. And that's going to be incomplete. Steven Sims, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
In the 3rd quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming. Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Stop your running. 49 to Mike, 49 to Mike. Trump. Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball, defense. Mike's 49. Mike's 49. Let's go. Ricky.
Snap comes in 1. Now Haskins. Open man is Sims. He's got it. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 43. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Here's Haskins out of the gun. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That's another gain of 15 on back-to-back plays.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. Throw right side, going to be complete to Moss. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Haskins back to the air. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
Ready. 52. Hey, I'm coming.
We are through three quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing again on second down. Haskins. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. Really nice gain on the completion. However, still 3rd and goal that they face now.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. It's the fullback with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And Washington going to add on to their lead. Well, nothing complicated about that. That's old school power football.
And effective. And that's the key to everything, right? Sometimes we try and do too many things. Just hand it to the big guy and let him go forward.
Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. And the lead is now 13. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there for Philly. 49 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. Wentz now on first down. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a first and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And that
Ertz fumbles it. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right? So if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
Here's Peterson as they begin on the ground. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. A first carry for the converted wideout, J.D. McKissick. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I like the strategy. extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. With it is Jackson. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. He's going to let this go deep for Jake. It's caught inside the 25. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That goes for a gain of 31. Throwing on first is Wentz. It's caught by Sanders. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. And that's going to be intercepted. Landon Collins, the Pro Bowl safety.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for our team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turning over 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing, but I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. 16 yards right off the bat with a 1st down.
As many games as the 2 of us do, I would hope that one day we'll be able to solve this riddle. Why is it on a hot day that one team has more trouble with the heat than another, and especially when you can't stop a guy running the ball?
You know it's September in the booth, though, when you and I have both removed our coats, and those were gone in the 1st quarter.
They were gone in the 1st quarter, and what we're watching now is a defense mentally giving in and sagging a little bit because they haven't been able to stop him.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll take a knee as the clock runs under a minute to play. And they take a knee. So a victory here for the Washington football team. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for Washington, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat.